Still a beautiful day out too.
I'm like, what we gonna do today?
To go down knowing how my mom raised us. I have a college degree. I had my own apartment, that was laid out with nice furniture, everything. And it's like I let this man come into my life and everything went downhill. I was always like the strong friend, the strong daughter that, nobody could ever probably see that happening to me.
One of the biggest indicators in a woman's ability to leave her abuser is representation in her civil suit. To have an attorney there standing up and saying, I'm going to make sure that you get a stay-away order. I'm going to make sure that you have a safe place to live.
I can't imagine any woman saying, you know what, I'm gonna go into this relationship and imagine that I will be abused. It's so insidious, you don't even recognize it. I look back at myself 5 years ago, who was that?
There are no lines drawn. It crosses every race, every income level.
I started seeing him slip back to his old ways. He had started drinking more. I found out I was pregnant and told him. Then later on that night, he has just snapped and started to beat me in the stomach and try to choke me. And I hit my head against the railing, trying to, get away from him.
He hit me when I was holding my daughter, he hit me in my face. And he choked me when I had my son in my arms. And he tried to tell my son that the reason he was choking me is because I was harming my son.
Abusers are master manipulators, and they're really good at controlling people. And more often than not, abusers get custody of their children.
The original judge, she assigned the children to him for most of the week and made me pay him child support. That happened. That happened for a good year and a half.
That was really an eye-opener for me, just to see abusers who were filing civil protection orders against our clients, going on the offensive, and just the lengths they would go to manipulate and control our clients, and would think that they would get away with it because they've always gotten away with it.
After being away for long periods of time, they would have difficulties, they would be upset, they would be nervous. You feel like you are there to take care of them and to protect them and to comfort them, and you can't. You're not there. You can't be there.
In many jurisdictions, it's a court program. It's government funded, that there are people to represent children and to speak out on behalf of children in these court cases. And in DC, it's not. In the custody cases, there is no government funding for guardians ad litem, which is why the work of DC Volunteer Lawyers Project is so important.
The miracle part of it, it came from nowhere. They truly looked into my children's lives, they looked into my life, they looked into his life. They made an assessment about the best place and position for my children.
How can I look at this child and, know that mom let this happen because she just wanted to stay with dad? So being pregnant and letting somebody do this, I wasn't gonna tolerate it. With the judge, it was a better outcome because the judge saw that I had reached out for, help with a lawyer. When I met him, he even gave me a hug, and he was like, we're going to get through this, put your game face on, because I had a nice outfit. And he said, oh, you have on your Sunday best. And he said, I have on my Gucci loafers. It was like funny, like we came to fight and we're going to win the fight.
It's really wonderful when we show up and we understand what's going on. We understand the dynamic of domestic violence, and our lawyers are there to say, this isn't going to happen anymore.
DCVLP is a brilliant model. We're using an untapped resource of attorneys who want to do pro bono work, who want to get into a courtroom, who want to gain litigation experience, and we're providing them with the training and the support that they need so that they can competently and confidently represent individuals who desperately need representation.
Really, the volunteers are the heart and soul of DCVLP, and they're what makes it such a great organization.
As an attorney, my billable hour is great. So if I'm passing up billable hours, I'm giving it to DCVLP because I understand their mission and I know that the money is being used, or my time is being used to actually help people.
It's important to support DCVLP because we are stopping the cycle of abuse in children's lives. And I think that is the single most important thing about DCVLP.
You're fighting for your children. You're worried about their safety. Part of it is you want somebody to appreciate all of that. I think, of course, my kids are important. My kids are more special kids in the world, and they're supposed to be. To me, you got that feeling that they also felt that.
Once you hit rock bottom, most people don't have, anywhere to turn to, and this organization is willing to actually help you stop being a victim to DCVLP. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Even my baby, thank you.
DCVLP changed my life. They changed my children's lives. It's been my world. It's been my life. They put me in a position that I can provide for them and that we can move on and live a good life.